Hi, Dr. Shmala here. Today we start with and we continue chapter number 4 of kinesiology, that is starting position. Our learning objectives. Fundamental kneeling and sitting position will be described along with muscle work and effective uses. Furthermore, various positions derived from kneeling and sitting position will also be discussed. Let's start with kneeling position. What is fundamental kneeling position? Keep in mind this diagram. In this position, body is supported on the knees, which may be together or slightly apart. The lower leg rests on the floor with the feet plantar flexed, or if length is used, if a couch is used, then feet may be in the mid position over the edge. The rest of the body is held as in standing. Muscle work. Lower leg, as you know, in kneeling position is relaxed. The body must be stabilized on the knees. There is interplay between flexors and extensors of the knee to balance the femora vertically on the knees. The muscle work of the rest of the body is as in standing position, except that exceptions are there. Extensors of the hip and flexors of the lumbar spine work strongly to maintain the correct kneeling angle of the pelvic tilt. Look at this point. A decrease in this angle and consequently increase in the extension of the lumbar spines tend to occur in this position because of the tension of the rectus femoris, which is stretched across the front of the both hip and knee joint. Why extension increases in the lumbar spine? Because of the tension in the anterior structures that present on front of the hip and knee joint. And what muscle group is present in front of hip and knee joint? That is quadriceps femoris, as you know well. Now look at the effect and uses. Although the center of gravity of the body is relatively lower than the standing position, is only slightly more stable and is uncomfortable for most people. It is therefore seldom used except as a starting position for backward movement in a sagittal plane, during which feet are pressed to the floor by the extensors of the knee and dorsiflexors, so that the lower leg acts as a bracket. As there is a tendency to follow the back, the position may be of value for patients with flat back. So we can say that kneeling position is used for the treatment of flat back. What are the derived positions from kneeling? Half kneeling, kneel sitting, prone kneeling, and inclined prone kneeling. Now discuss these positions. Half kneeling. One knee supports most of the body weight and the other leg is bent to a right angle at hip, knee and ankle, so that foot is supported on the ground in a forward direction. Muscle work. The abductors of the hip joint of the supporting leg and the lumbar side flexors of the opposite side work to balance the trunk. Besides this, extensors of the hip and knee of the forward leg work slightly to assist balance. Because if these muscles don't work, then possibilities there that person like slump and yeah, he or she could not maintain balance. What are the effect and uses of half kneeling? The position is similar to the step standing and may be modified by stretching the forward leg in a sideways direction. The pelvis is well fixed in the position for trunk side bending and rotation exercise. In this position, patient can perform exercise of the trunk like rotating side bending and rotation exercise when the trunk moves in the direction away from the supporting leg. To perform stretching and strengthening exercise for hip and knee muscles. Besides this, neck exercise will also be performed in this position, half kneeling. Kneel sitting. The kneel sitting basically hips and knees are flexed so that the patient sits on his heels. Position is used sometimes by small children, but most people find it very uncomfortable. Physical use in physical therapy, perform trunk bending and stretching exercise, to perform neck exercise, to perform stretching and strengthening exercise for the knee joint and hip joint muscles. Prone kneeling. The trunk is horizontal, supported on the shoulders by the arms and by the pelvis, at the pelvis by the thighs, which may be held vertical. Head is held high and in line with the trunk. Muscle work. The muscles around the shoulder and hip joint work to stabilize the supporting limb at the right angle to the trunk. The flexors of the lumbar spine prevent hauling of the back. Extensions of the neck and head, controlled by the prevertebral neck muscles, keep the head in alignment. Effect and uses. The position is stable and comfortable and suitable for many trunk and head exercise, as spine is relieved of the weight of the head and shoulder, and therefore it tends to straighten and elongate. Look at this diagram and uh, perform these exercise or these modification upon yourself. The pelvis is free for anterior, posterior and lateral movement, but fixed for rotation in this position. Body may be inclined forward and downward by abducting the shoulders and bending the elbows. Inclined prone kneeling. This expands the thorax and localizes lateral flexion to the thoracic region, as during collapse crawling exercise. Look at this. Alternately, forearm may rest on the floor with the hands together and head resting on the floor. In this way, weakened pelvic floor can be relieved of the weight of the viscera, or the uterus may be assisted by the gravity into the normal position. To perform mat activities, this position is very suitable. To perform coordination exercise, besides this cat and camel position, cat and quadruped position, you can say your patient can perform in cat and camel position exercises. Look at this diagram. So this position is very helpful in different exercise. Inclined prone kneeling, same as prone kneeling, but there is more than 90-degree of flexion of the both elbows. Shoulders are flexed and abducted, and head rests on the hands or on the plinth. Basically, this position is used in exercise therapy to perform breathing exercise and posture drainage and techniques. For example, Muslim namaz position. This is my best exercise for posture drainage. Fundamental sitting position. Look at yourself when you are in sitting position. The position is taken on a chair or stool, height and width of which allows the thighs to be fully supported and hip and knees to be flexed so at right angle, and knees are apart sufficiently to allow the femora to be parallel, and feet rest on the floor with the heels vertical below the knees. This is position description. First, always remember, first describe the position, then give it muscle work, and then effect and uses. Muscle work. There need to be no muscle work to hold the position of the legs as they are fully supported. Flexors of the hips work to maintain a right angle at these joints and to prevent the tendency to slump. The muscle work of the rest of the body is the same as in standing. Effect and uses. Very comfortable position, natural position, and very stable position, which is much used and is particularly suitable for those who lack the necessary strength and control to maintain a more difficult position. Lateral and rotative movement of the pelvis is eliminated by the weight of the body and the position of the leg, so that lateral and rotative movement can be localized to the spine. As none of the body weight is transmitted to the legs, many non-weight bearing exercise, knee and foot exercise can be performed in this position, which is also suitable for training correct alignment of the upper part of the body in the habitual sitting position, which is used by the majority more than any other in everyday activity. Now we discuss positions derived from sitting. by position of the legs, by modification. Straight sitting. This is exactly similar to the fundamental position except that legs are abducted so that the feet are up to 2 feet length apart. This increases the stability of the position, especially if the feet are pressed to the floor. Is taken by the patient by sitting astride a plane, chair, foam, or any other suitable apparatus. The feet are often fixed by some support. This position fixes the legs and pelvis most firmly of all, and this effect can be increased by fixing a broad strap over the legs. Right sitting. Look at this tag. The patient sit astride suitable apparatus such as gymnastic foam, which may be gripped between the knees or by the adductor muscles of the hip, making it a very steady position for head, arm, and trunk exercise. When the position is taken on a high plane, that is known as high right sitting, the thighs may be strapped to the plane to afford additional fixation, in which case no muscle work is required. Crook sitting. When sitting on the floor, the knees are bent so that feet are together and flat on the floor. The knees may be together or slightly apart. Muscle work. Flexors of the hip work strongly to prevent excessive flexion of the lumbar region and to support the thighs. Flexors of the knees and the implantar flexors of the ankle may also work to afford additional fixation of the legs. The longitudinal and transverse back muscles work strongly to maintain the upright position of the trunk. In this position, if you look at this diagram, then you observe that there is a hip flexion, knee flexion, and ankle in neutral position. Fact and uses. Pelvis is fixed with the decreased tilt and lumbar region is flexed so that the movement can be localized to the upper trunk, as in the treatment of kypholordosis. So we can say that this position, crook sitting, is used in the treatment of kypholordosis. Strong work for the extensors of the thoracic spine to hold the position is of value in training efficiency, to perform mat activities, to perform breathing exercise, to perform neck and ankle exercise. Besides this, relax while sitting while watching TV. This activity is observed followed by mostly by children. Long sitting. This is similar to the uh, crook sitting, but the knees are extended so that whole leg is well supported. Extensors of the knee work to counterbalance the increased tension of the hamstrings. Side when the legs are apart, that is known as straight leg sitting. This tension is somewhat reduced, but the position is difficult and unsuitable for most adults. Uh, what effect and uses? Stretches muscles at the back of thigh if they are too short. Size this pelvic territory is diminished by stretching the above muscles. This causes again a straightening out of the lumbar spine and stretching of ligament and muscles at your back. Long sitting, you can feel tension while you are in this position. Therefore, using the treatment of lordosis, we can use this position. Furthermore, the abdomen becomes compressed so that pressure there is increased, and the muscles as already must also work to maintain the position. Respiration is impeding, therefore this position must be avoided for patient with heart or lung diseases. So this because uncomfortable position. Cross sitting. Look at this. This is also similar to the crook sitting, but the ankles are crossed and hips strongly abducted and laterally rotated so that the lateral aspect of the knees is pressed to the floor. Tension on the hamstring is reduced, but the adductors of the hip are stretched. For this reason, the position is uncomfortable for most adults, but suitable for children during head, arm, and trunk exercise, as the pelvis is fixed and stable. Why tension is reduced on the hamstrings? Because as you know, this position is very relaxing, but the adductors of the hip are stretched. You are looking here like your hip is in abduction, and so it gives stretch on your adductors. For this reason, um, Uncomfortable pose, adults, but suitable for exercise. Children, especially children, may find it very easy and like to sit in this position. And beside this, this position is used during head, arm, and tongue exercise as the pelvis is fixed and stable. Beside this, use in exercise therapy, beside breathing exercise, and use the respiratory distress, hip adductor stretching, trunk and neck exercise, and some floor activities like eating, cutting vegetables. This position is frequently used. Side sitting. For left side sitting, left leg remains as in cross sitting and this hip support the main weight of the trunk, while the right leg is abducted and rotated so that the lower leg is bent and to the side. The pelvis is tilted laterally to the left, and lumbar side flexors on the right side work to keep the trunk upright. The position is used to increase the lateral mobility of the lumbar spine or fixation in the side bend position when treating scoliosis. This position is used with modification for treatment of scoliosis. This in this position basically um, progression from prone to sitting in activity to perform tongue exercise, and you can perform your activities like cutting vegetables while sitting on the floor. High sitting. The fundamental sitting position is taken on a high plinth or table, but the feet remains unsupported. This is convenient position for some foot and knee exercises. Position of the trunk. What position we derive by the modification? Stoop sitting. This is similar to but easier and more stable than stoop standing position, and this therefore very useful for arm and upper back exercise when hauling up the lumbar region is to be avoided. The arm may be folded and supported on a table. Arm leans sitting allows the back muscles to relax. Practice this position and then um, you find that what relaxation you feel. This arrangement is convenient for giving back massage, as you can say, soft tissue mobilization when prone laying is impracticable. Follow sitting. Same as follow standing, except that hip and thigh of the forward leg are supported across a stool. Balance is therefore easier and the patient is able to concentrate on movement which may be added. No, this is end of today's lecture. Remaining topic will be covered in upcoming lectures.